I know because Les ordered a fucking electric F-150. That shit ain't due until 2024 or something like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, but shit, man. I mean, if they put out a vehicle like that, a base model 46, man, shit. You know it's gonna happen. Wait, what happened to that 1 year, man? Blue with 10K on 1999. I was still in business then. Well, man, we sold like 12 of those things.
Oh yeah, because it was only like you said, it was only 1995, and it was a better fucking game.
It better game. But you know that, oh man, oh, you know that, oh, that was a pure a sneak attack.
He says a sneak attack.
Because they dropped it on the same day as the Madden game. Oh man, the Madden game was 49.99. They said, shit, here we go,
I thought it was $50, and they was like, "Fuck you, we ain't dropping the price." Remember they tried to hold firm,
Initially they did.
and then they dropped it to 39. Then yeah, the woman was like, "Shit, hey, we're mad. We're not dropping the price. Fuck them. We're the big guys, man. Look."
The deal was done, boy. The deal was done. It was just too late.
But you know, they also and then, I remember reading one of those gaming magazines. I used to get them, man. It was like, hey, he said, this is the best game. They said, look, they had a comparison. Oh, man, they ripped Madden up.
Just the halftime show, man. I would like to find a copy of that game, man, just to watch the halftime show again.
Well, I have the game, but shit, you gotta have the fucking, whatchamacallit, your platform. Yeah.
You don't have a machine or hell.
What is it, PS3? Wasn't that on 3?
No, that might have been.
I don't think that was on 2.
Yeah, I think it was 2.
No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna tell you, yeah, it was on 2 because I remember, this is when I worked at the store. Microsoft had given us an Xbox. I was so used to the PS2 that's when I got I bought all that.
Oh, okay.
But shit, man, they look crisp and that halftime show was beautiful.
Oh yeah. Well, was it him? I thought he did the Sunday the recap. No, they did a recap after the games too, fool.
Oh no, you know what? Yeah, you're right. And that's what I'm talking about. Whenever he did the recaps.
Yeah, he did the recaps at the end of the fucking game. He went through all the Sunday games.
Oh, really? Sports and all, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was awesome.
Well, and then Madden was like, shit, hey look, I think they formed a coup. They said, look, you gotta stick together, man. We're only gonna get one license out. I'm like, this is some bullshit. And ESPN was like, fuck y'all, bitch, we just in here for the ride. They said, fuck 2K. We know who 2K was. Let's just say the ESPN. So we in for the ride, motherfucker. The ride is over, we done. We ain't paying that kind of money for this shit. God no, man. And then the thing that was so good because they had Mel Kiper. He did his little fucking draft pick. Show midway through the season. Remember he showed yeah, that motherfucking shit was good. Well, no, man. It was Xbox. No, I thought Xbox came out with PS3, man. Yeah, it was. I think so. Let me tell you why. Because I remember my buddy had that game. Because remember on the on the PlayStation, you couldn't. They didn't do live motion, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna say because on the because on the PlayStation they didn't show the halftime highlights in motion, and Chris Berman did do the halftime highlights too. But they showed that, but on the on the fucking Xbox, because it was a bigger whatever platform or whatever, they showed the fucking animations and shit. On the PS3 or two or whatever it was, they only showed stills.
Oh yeah.
And the other part of it was on the Xbox, you could see the texture of their socks, whereas on the PlayStation you couldn't. Hold on, let me put this shit up.
I'm trying to look it up.
Cause I remember my boy, I went to my partner's house, he had the game. I'm like, damn.
ESPN.
Whoa, what is this? It's saying Black Panther Wakanda Forever being pulled from theaters and canceled before release. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that shit right? That can't be right. I hate when it, cause motherfuckers be on PlayStation, on fuck what you call it, making stupid shit. Alright, let's see here. NFL, what was it called? It was called NFL 2K what?
I just thought it was 2K.
No, it was 2K something. Let's see. NFL.
2K football, right?
Yeah, but I thought they did different ones. Hold on. Here's 2K5.
Yeah, 2K5.
Yeah. It was on, see, they had the Xbox work. Oh, you right, it was PS2. There it is.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, PS2. Oh, yeah, and Xbox it was, because Xbox was the newer generation. It was a new, the newer one, and that's the one that had all the shit on it.
Yeah.
Yep, sure did.
2K5, Tara Owen.
Yep, he's on the cover of that motherfucker. T.O.
Sega Series, NFL. Oh, man.
If you had an Xbox, you can get it for $6 on eBay.
Yeah, but, hey, look, you know how much an Xbox costs?
Visual Concepts made that motherfucker. Alright, yeah. Visual Concepts.
Hey, man. Tell me what I thought was man.
Hey man, when we were bonding and shit, but you got to get your last little fucking wisecrack in before you fucking tear it down. You know what? I hope your ass slip and fall tomorrow, bitch.
Oh, wow. Well, shit. Me too. Cause, we got the Orange County Convention Center. Shit. Hey, you gonna get some money too?
Hey, I hope you fall, and they gotta raise your pants legs up, and they gonna scare everybody in there. Ah!
Oh, God, see, now you don't know. Oh, my God. Look, oh, my God. Oh, God, I just want to run some coke.
Oh, my God. Robert, were you a slave?
Were you a slave?
My God, my God, Heather, I met this great black guy, but I think he was a slave. He has whip marks on his with you? Oh, mush mouth. Fuck you. I'm helping this nigga insult me. Fuck this nigga. I'm going back to my slave comments. Oh my god. Oh, 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 wake up choking. Wake up choking. Damn, I should have blew the bitches in my mouth. Hey man, fuck you, bitch. Hey, look, I ain't gonna help you talk about me, you dirty motherfucker. I'm cracking jokes on myself. Oh, you get lightheaded, you fucking rat. Oh, man. Oh, oh, oh. I, look, fuck you. I'm going back to the slave comments. Oh my god, Becky. I met him. I don't know what's wrong. How do I ask him? Yeah. What happened to him, Heather? What happened? I don't know. I want to ask him, but I don't want him to think I'm a racist. I really like the guy, but I think he was a South African slave. He has webs on his back. No, they're his legs. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Yeah, I know. My God, what happened? I think they hit him with an axe handle. He must have dropped some. He must have dropped the eggs. Bring them from the hen house. Oh, fuck you, bitch. Hey. Fuck you. Oh man, poor guy. Poor guy. He could be laying in some abandoned field. His teeth are laying there. Oh, I hope he maybe picked some up and put them in his pocket. Girl, no. They probably took him and beat him to death. Does he have wraps on his back? I don't know. I don't know. It's Robert's friend. They're two slaves. Fuck you. That's funny. I'm a Nova. Oh, I'm a human beaver. Like, damn, this nigga got big lips and missing teeth. That's a hell of a combination. Oh, excuse me. Is your nickname Bubba? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, maybe that's. Heather, I know why now they like watermelon. It is so soft when they have no teeth. Oh God, I should have saw this. Girl, you're right. That's why they like watermelon. You're alright, bitch. Hey, look, motherfucker. Hey, look. I'm helping tell jokes on me. You helping telling jokes on me. Who's helping telling jokes on your ass? All this shit that came my way. And girl, it must be real what they say about the house Negro. Is that what they call them? I think Robert was a house Negro. And I think his buddy was in the field. Oh damn. He's a big black one. You know what? Fuck you, bitch. Hey man, bye bitch. Hey, yeah, bye motherfucker, because all these jokes on me now, bitch. And I'm helping your ass. Fuck you later, bitch. Oh man, that guy's funny. Tiger before that motherfucker. Oh shit.
Style of play that I enjoy most. Yeah, I think you make a great call. You know, people will think like as a guard, you want to just have more opportunity to be the focal point, but the reality is we'd rather win. Without much rather play with a great big in our era who could dominate the play because the role reversal, they basically become point guards, but they're playing out double teams. And now you're getting to catch guys in transition running at you where you can be more effective. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Let's have to be careful when Capella's in the area. What did it do? And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Hardaway with it. Picked up by Edwards. Basket counts.
Guys, you want to be able to score from all three levels, and Hardaway Jr. is capable. That instance, mid-range is on point.
Here's Jones over George. That one off the back iron and out. Clippers trail by 3. Hardaway from outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Morris comes over to help. To the left wing. No one near Edwards as he lets it block. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Los Angeles in a switch here. Portis is checked in. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Shoots from the high post. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And you look at Paul George, I mean, he's got the capability to lead the league in scoring, but he's just as focused on locking you down.
That sets him apart. You know, how many guys could say, I could get 20 on you and stop me from getting 20? You guys can do that.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Beverly. No good again that time. Minnesota leading by 7. And Junior throws it down.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Misses the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Portis brings the double team. And a wide open look for Junior. Timberwolves keep it alive. Towns finds Jones. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Edwards with it. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance effort. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And the Clippers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So both teams making some changes here. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And it's often said, this is an era of player empowerment in the NBA. Jet, do you think things are different from when we played?
Oh, for sure. Because of social media, because of the access to travel, players are more connected more than any other time. They do things off the court that we never did off the court. First time I met Greg was in a barbershop, you know, like by happenstance. We weren't planning on meeting. Yeah. Mike the Barber, shout out Mike the Barber.
My thing. Well, you know what? Because if you go back to like our era, like I used to tell people, like you could be the best guard on the East Coast, and you may have never seen the best guard on the West Coast. Yeah. Because you didn't have it. Like nowadays, these kids grow up competing against each other all the time, and they see each other on a regular basis.
Early age.
And players today know their value.
Yes.
They know what their value is to their game.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Here's Junior. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
That's what you want to see in the offense, young man. If he develops this shot and starts knocking this down on a consistent basis, you think he's unstoppable now. To me, that's the only flaw in his game. You start knocking that shot down. That's going to be the one. Yeah. That means he gets anywhere on the floor and you can't stop him. And I think that that's what everybody's looking for him. That's what you want to see from a kid. If you can knock that shot down on a consistent basis. I think he's already tough to stop. But if he can knock that down on a consistent basis,
Jones has got 11 points.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Here's Portis. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Junior. On the layup. He's got 13.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Kennard kicks to Brown. Here's Oturu, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Kenny, you played under a number of legendary coaches. What traits do they share, and how are they different?
Well, the great thing about all of them, they have me.
Check that box, right?
It's something that they want to do. I'm not saying that it's me, but it is heaven. I think what makes it hard. What makes them great is the ability to relate and also the ability to change direction. Like, you could have a game plan and then all of a sudden change the game plan in the middle of the game and come up with a new one if it's not.
Well, I even go a step further. That you're also the great coaches adapt to their personnel as opposed to making the personnel adapt to them. That's why Greg Popovich will stand out for me. Because I remember when the Spurs used to be beating you in the 80s.
Yeah. And now
he's the guy that started the whole offense.
Yep, he's running there.
That one falls. Mills has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Down low, rebounded by the Timberwolves.
It seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Minnesota shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves. Culver comes in for McDaniels. Clippers trail by 21. Kennard, the bounce pass. Brown outside. Will it go? On the dash to O'Toole. Kennard up top, covered by Mills. Kennard's shot is off. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the tenacity of Junior's inside play. He goes right into the defender to get a foul and put the shot up.
And so Jones nails both of them. And so it's Minnesota riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win. And there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together. We move the ball. We make sacrifices. And we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team... plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Jones. He's out there with Mills. And it's Culver in at the 3.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Well, Kenny, you played with so many all-time great players, one of which was Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. He was a good one. Do you think we'll ever see another one just like the Dream?
I don't think so. He was so unique. His ability, his footwork, his timing. He led the league in top 10 in 5 categories.
Isn't that amazing?
5 categories. Offensively and defensive categories. It's unbelievable. Just a dominant coach.
If you think about him, he is what the modern game is today. He was the one guy in his era who played the way bigs can play today.
It's a good thought. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Clippers, put on a show. He scored an amazing number of points, and as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he loved to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Minnesota also with the sub. Russell's checked in.
Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defensive card on the drive.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Beverly, the pass to Chase. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Morris trying to free himself up. Zubac, that's good.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Greg Popovich, the Spurs coach, Kenny, has talked about how the three-point shot is ruining the game. What do you say when you hear that?
Well, he's a participant of that.
I was about to say, like, he's the one that brought it to the forefront.
He's a participant of it. But I think overall, yes, because people now take bad threes over good twos. So players don't have worse shot recognition.
I think they took bad twos just as much as they take bad threes. I mean, I'll never forget my college coach said, I had a teammate took a shot. It was a bad shot. And I got on him about it. And the coach looked at me and he said, hey, we don't yell at our shooting guard. He said, I never met a player that took a shot he wasn't trying to make. And that stood with me because you don't shoot it to miss, but that doesn't mean it's a good shot.
Right.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. And there's the feed to Hardaway. Morris trying to free himself up, and Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 13.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Jones dishes to Colbert, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 6 assists in the game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Beverly against Russell. Beverly looking around, like at 6. And it's George missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Well, how about the athleticism and elevation? Junior doing work.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Zubac. Outside Hardaway. Here's George, and George has stopped.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that.
Yeah, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Down low. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Jones. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Morris with the bucket.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Left side, Towns. Back to Jones. Capella trying to free himself up.
Those defensive instincts give George the edge. It's like he knows exactly where the ball is.
Beverly, the pass to Morris. And it goes down 2 points. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Russell. 9 points last game out. Here's Junior. It's hauled in by Zubac.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Hardaway kicks to George. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
A big part of Georgia's polished offensive game is the efficient jump shot.
Here's Jones, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 5 from the cherry stripe in this one up to now, and that one falls for Jones. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Clippers, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards, he's checked in for Culver. Clippers trail by 18. Outside, George. That one drops for him.
We know George can beat you with the pass, has great vision, and great court sense.
Jones against George. Edwards passes to Jones. He kicks to Russell, and they double up Russell to the wing on the left. Here's Capella. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
And stolen by Junior. And Jones slams it in.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly making it easy for his teammate to score.
Jones tries him, and Junior throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even at a power finish. Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. just piling on at this point. When this guy's in the zone, he can make anything happen.
Jones kicks to Towns. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Minnesota leading by 18. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Free throw line numbers for him, 6 of 7.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and it's McDaniels in for Capella. LA's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And McDaniels with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Jones is checked in for Junior. And we're getting back to the action with the third quarter ahead in this Mother's Day broadcast of the NBA. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Beverly in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And George, here we go. Good work defensively by Jones.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. Clearly a foul.
He's been knocking down free throws tonight, going 8 for 9. And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Back to George. Morris trying to free himself up. And there's Paul George on the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 4th assist in this one. George against Jones. They double him with George. Here's Edwards. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Edwards got 20 points.
Well, the ability to read the defense. Junior doing a nice job setting the open guy up.
And the Clippers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matchups?
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And that one, good. George has got 15 points.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Beverly.
And we know Patrick Beverly is one of those guys you love having him on your team. But if you're an opponent, you absolutely despise this guy's toughness and the way he embraces the defensive end of the floor. Patrick Beverly has dug it out of the dirt and created a great career.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. He's been stellar at the strike, going 10 for 11. And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Junior. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Zubac. And they have some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. First trip to the line for him here.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
He's perfect from the line this time. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Junior, and it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipes.
Here's Junior, and he has 42. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
And that's the kind of dunk that can energize a team. Junior's here to expire.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game. That's the first of 6 played on the road.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Jones tries it, and Junior throws it down.
And where is the defense? Junior just knifing his way to the hoop like there's no one else out there.
Outside Hardaway. Back to George. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. They double him with George. Jones dishes to Capella. Back to Jones. Passes to Capella. On the wing, Jones. Paul George with the steal. And here they come. Beverly wide open. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, Patrick Beverly puts in the time to become a legit threat from range.
Outside, Jones. Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. Jones trying to get open. Capella kicks to Edwards. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
To the inside. Beverly doesn't go that time.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Beverly with the ball. 5 points in the game. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Russell passes to Junior. Back to Russell. Got a piece of it. Towns finds Russell. Stolen by Beverly. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. George has got the ball over Edwards. And it's George missing. Minnesota leading by 20. Offside Jones. Towns at the elbow. That shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Feeds it to George. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
The advanced skills of PG-13 on full display. He's been lights out tonight.
Jones drives in, and Junior throws it down.
You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Junior really making a difference here.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
Portis is checked in for Los Angeles. Brown comes in for Hardaway. Minnesota also with the sub. Culver's checked in. And the Clippers have possession. Brown wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And it's Junior missing. Clippers trail by 20. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Jones. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Clippers on defense. And that one's good, Junior.
And this has been Junior's game so far. It's obvious he's not afraid to step up and carry the offense.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
The Clippers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Here's Jones. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Boy, the coaching staff has got to love this effort. Junior showing toughness on the interior, gets the job done.
And Jones slams it in.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Wow, good.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Jones in the post. Kennard covering. Jones, no luck. Kennard the pass to George. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy has got the ability to be a factor there.
Clippers trail by 20. There's the pass to Kennard. Takes it off the glass.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Pass to Portis. He feeds it to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coach coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
No good on the free throw. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Vanderbilt's checked in, and it's McDaniels in for Colbert. And he sinks the second. Now, here's George. 22 points for him. Inside, Chase. The shot's good on the assist by George. 6 points for him.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Passes it to McDaniels. From deep. Drills it from outside. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
And I just love the vision from Junior. That's the kind of teamwork his whole man would be proud of.
And there's the pass to Chase. The jump hook, and again the Clippers good for two.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
It's Jones on the way. Kennard covering. Mills passes to Junior. Portis brings the double team. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Fades away. Chase controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Jones in the post. Tries again. Some solid defense from Brown. Los Angeles, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7. And the first one at the line is good.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Timberwolves